We're here with St. Peter's University men's basketball head coach, Mr. John Dutton, student athletes Travis Weish and Quadir Welton, following St. Peter's 80-67 victory over Boston University. Coach, an opening statement.
Yeah, good, hard-fought win. You know, at home, I thought we had a great energy about us in the last 7 or 8 minutes, where we were kind of giving them throughout the course of the game some easy layups and some easy baskets. And I thought when we had confidence on the offensive end, which was really, really important, but we came up with some really big defensive stops and some steals there in a stretch where that was obviously really, really important. Obviously Quadir was a force in the middle. Really had the great start to the game, which gave us a lot of confidence because obviously we spotted them some points. Nick Griffin made some big shots. I know Chaz made a 3 or 2 there in the first half. So kept us around, Q, and we had the lead at halftime, and we just felt really confident, offensively. And then obviously in the second half, Travis had an unbelievable rest there due to foul trouble in the first half, and he reminded me of the all-MAC player that he was last year in the second half today. He took the game over, played with a lot of confidence, and it was a really, really good. And obviously Portley had a nice half for us. He had been struggling a little bit. It was nice to see him hit his first one in the second half. I mean, the kid's got confidence. He hadn't made one in the first half, and once he made that one in the second half, then you kind of knew, he was going to make shots, and so much so that I really wanted to get Griffin back in the game, but he was playing well. So that being said, it was a good team win.
Coach, you did mention that you spotted Boston earlier, the first 7 points of the game, and then Quadir kind of takes over. Is that what you look for out of your seniors, to really rally the troops and control play and allow you guys to kind of run your offense a little more effectively?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you have, you want to start games, clearly you want to start games better. You don't want to start a game with poor execution offensively, or some turnovers, or some confusion on offense. Especially when you have a senior team. So, we'll talk about that. We'll get better at that. But listen, Quadir is a really confident young man. He should be. He's a heck of a player. One-on-one, it's going to be hard for guys to stop him. And where he's really improved his game is that when he's getting crowded, he's actually seeing the crowds, and he's making bullet on-target passes out of the low post. And they came with some doubles there in the beginning of the second half, and he moved it, we sprayed it, played unselfishly, and we got going with some shot making early in the second half, because he either gets the assist or the hockey assist, and he's okay with that, because we're playing pretty unselfish basketball right now.
And Quadir, career night, 27 points. Boston didn't seem to have an answer for you. They kept rolling centers, through, and either you were beating them for moves to the hoop or you were drawing fouls. What is that like to be in that kind of zone where every time you touch the ball, good things are happening?
Really just playing a lot of confidence. My teammates got confidence in me to get the ball back to me, and me just believing in myself, knowing I can get fouled, or if I get one-on-one, I can do something good out the post.
Trevor, you had 4 steals, leading all players in the game tonight. A little underrated number in the box score, but you guys forced a lot of steals, caused a lot of disruption to Boston passes. What did you guys do that were so effective at reading the passing lanes and then getting out in transition off those turnovers?
We just played team defense. We're a help team, so we just had a lot of cover downs, and we just played with a lot of energy in the stretch. So that led to a couple steals and a couple transition baskets.
We're going to open it up to questions. Coach, we'll start with Jaden Daly from Daily Dose of Hoops.
John, for 2 years, you've been raving about his first team potential. He goes for 27, and an efficient 27 too, 10 of 12 from the floor. You've seen nights like this from him before, but were you expecting it to come this easily for him?
Well, I think he had the little runner there from about 8 to 10 feet in the first half, and when that one went in, I said, I think he's going to have a night, So, but no, I watch him on a daily basis, and he could score in there. He could score to both shoulders. He's got his quick spin, and they can't really cheat one way or the other, and now he's becoming a really good passer too. So, and he's reading the defenses a whole lot better and sharing it, So, we're not going to worry about first team, second team. I mean, both these guys are all all conference type guys, and in some instances, if you're sharing the basketball as a team, and a lot of guys are getting points, then on some level that you almost don't want them to be first team because you want other guys to score it too. So we're just going to try to win every game we can win. And play team first basketball, and then we'll let the coaches decide how they want to vote at the end of the year. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, these guys are both. I'm lucky to have them.
You come into a game like this against a postseason team from last year, off 3 games in as many days last weekend, but a 1-week layoff. Was that layoff a concern to you coming in?
Yeah, we really shortened up practices this week. After we took off the day after, we had 3 games in 3 days last weekend, and we took off a day, practiced 1 or 2, and then took off another one, obviously Thanksgiving. So I was a little concerned, and then after Thanksgiving, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we didn't really go long, and we didn't really condition a lot. So I was definitely concerned about our conditioning, but I was also thinking big picture that we had 3 games in 6 days or whatever it was. So I kind of felt that our legs would be good at the end of the game, but I didn't know how our wind would be, so it kind of played out that way, which was nice.
Quadir, how important was it to get a non-conference victory tonight, heading into a big weekend to open up MAC play coming up?
It was real good. Our team has a lot of confidence right now, 2-game win streak, so I think going into Iona, we'll have a lot of confidence and keep playing together and playing with a lot of confidence.
Travis, to the guys who haven't been there before, to the underclassmen or maybe some of the newcomers, how important was this stretch with all these games and practices and this tight of a span as they prepare towards the MAC tournament?
I just think we just gonna take this as a learning experience and just hopefully just be prepared when it does come, MAC tournament.
John, traditionally, this program isn't known for its offense. It makes its hay on the defensive end, but you've gone for 80 or more in each of your 3 wins. How much more has the offense played a role this season, and is it more of a change in philosophy or just the new personnel?
No, it's personnel. I mean, and then you play to your personnel, right? So, we can go for round 1 a lot of times. We got guys that can put it in the basket. You look at our stat sheet, and a guy like Nnamdi Onechionya has 0 points. He's 0 for 4 from 3, and come Friday night, he could be 5 or 7, So Nick Griffin, who only plays, 23 minutes, and Nick is a high major shooter. You got Kevon Baker, who's a talent, and it's we know that it's gonna take some time for him to get used to playing and to get kind of get the rust off. But we know it's going to be a process, and we expect him to be playing his best basketball at the end of the year. And other guys can put it in, and obviously then you got Antoine who's struggled a little bit. So we just got guys that can put it in the basket. We have confidence in Chaz Patterson when he's shooting feet set threes. We just got guys that can put it in the basket. As long as we commit to playing unselfish basketball, I think we're going to be okay. And stay low turnover, I think we'll be fine offensively. Now we got to continue to grow in that offense, and then we got to learn how to grind a little bit better on the defensive end. Our rebounding has been really solid this year, but we have to learn how to grind a little bit more.
Charles alluded to it with Q. Big start to a 3-game homestand and running the gauntlet in conference play. Iona Manhattan here at home this weekend, but how much of a confidence booster was it to get this one out of the way with those 2 coming in?
Yeah, I mean, you try not to. Obviously, you're going to be more confident after a win, right? So, peaks and valleys. We got to work really hard at just focusing on the next game, regardless of what's happened in the last one. We know with the MAC season is such a grind. You start with 2 in early December. But we have confidence. We know if we're low turnover and we're sharing it, we can score. And we know if we lock in defensively, we can do a really good job on that end of the floor. So we have confidence. We should have confidence. At the end of the day, we're really looking forward to tipping it off Friday.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.